Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy B3 back with another kicking comic book review. We got another fun indie book for you today. Haunt Volume 3. The last two videos were Volumes 1 and 2, so I'm sure you're not very surprised by this being Haunt Volume 3 from Image Comics. Really love it. Created by Todd McFarlane and Robert Kirkman, but you also got Greg Capullo and Jonathan Glapion in there. And after this volume, there is a creative team change for this Venom clone book. Which seems to bear more of a resemblance to Spawn almost. And he is in the Spawn universe now, which makes me happy because he was a perfect fit anyways. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so Kilgore, the living Kilgore, is an agent now, and it seems like some of the agents are like don't respect him, whether they're jealous of his haunt powers or just don't think he's earned being the high-profile agent he is. But he really has earned it, because I've watched, all of his exploits, and he has put his life on the line just as much as everyone else, even with the suit. Yeah, it's help, but he's come close to dying every mission. So, But yeah, so the living Kilgore can't see this big red and black monster, and neither can anyone else. Only our dead Kilgore can see it. But once they fuse into Haunt, then Haunt can see it. So his brother's missing while he's on a mission because his brother's kind of running from this spiritual monster. And during a fight, they actually end up fighting the monster that no one else can see. And so everyone's like, what the hell's wrong with you, Haunt? You're just swinging around. You're not doing anything. But he's fighting a monster that they can't see. A pretty wild creature. And I do want to mention this while I'm thinking about it. I didn't say it the past two volumes, but the art is fantastic. It's exactly what you would expect from Capullo and whatnot. But also, I really like how the speech bubbles are done. I mean, when the brothers are separated and it's just the ghost by the normal human brother, they just have normal speech bubbles. But when they're fused together as Haunt, the living brothers' speech bubbles are black with white text, and then the dead brothers are white ones that are kind of like thought bubbles that branch off of them. And it looks really good. You're never confused about who's speaking. You know exactly who's saying what and in what order. It's very well done. I've seen a lot of indie comics where it's just like, wait, which one of these bubbles comes first? Because they aren't super structured well. But, McFarlane started Image Comics, and he is a veteran. He was a veteran of the industry before he even started Image. And I do love Image. I think Image might be my favorite imprint right now. And I know it's just a place for creators to put out creator-owned books, but I mean, that's kind of why it's so great. McFarlane has a lot of respect for the writers and artists working under him, it seems, and I respect that about him. But yeah, so Haunt goes to find a certain lady, and she's the one that kind of named him Haunt. Do you remember from Volume 1? Pretty cool. I think her name's Alberta, something like that. And then our creature reappears, and she can see it. It's called the Apparition, right? So they have to fight the Apparition, and it can't be killed. It can't be fully stopped. It's coming after Haunt because Haunts are unnatural. They're not supposed to exist, and this being's job is to get rid of Haunts. And the punishment for Haunts is that the ghost gets consumed and ceases to exist. Their soul gets annihilated, and they cease to exist if they don't go with the apparition willingly. If they go to the apparition willingly, it seems like they can maybe move on to the afterlife, but if they have to forcibly go with it, then that's it. And the human host is just left without powers. That's it. The human host just gets to keep on living. But I mean, that's it. So it finds him by tracking him without an aura, and then their new lady friend kind of gives him her aura so that it doesn't track him anymore, and then the being takes her. But there's a mystery about it because it doesn't seem to be death for her. Herg escapes prison, and then Amanda learns about some of the cheating and even ends up hanging out with Mirage. Like, they even have some gal pal moments. which is pretty wild. And the brother, the dead Kilgore, kind of wants to sacrifice himself to the apparition so that his brother and no one else will get hurt. He's just like, the apparition's just going to keep coming no matter what. So, you know, we might as well do it. And he does get eaten by the apparition, but instead of getting, you know, completely destroyed, he kind of ends up in this purgatory-like white void. And there's some being talking to him, telling him that some humans have a preset destiny. There's something they have to do before they die. And the reason you became a haunt is because you hadn't done it yet, but I also can't let your soul be destroyed like it's supposed to because you have to fulfill this purpose to keep the balance as well. Even if you have to be something that's messing with the balance to do it. But I won't tell them what it is because you know how spiritual guides are. Vague as shit. But the creature still comes from them, which is why their new gal pal has to kind of swap places with him so that he can continue on. Because if not, then the apparition is just going to be coming for them forever. And that's it. That's Volume 3. It's very, very good. I really enjoyed it. I'm loving this creative team together. And I'm kind of sad that it changes, you know? But also, Algeria. I called her Alberta. Her name's Algeria. I'm sorry. But yeah, she does seem to have become a spiritual being after sacrificing herself to save them. Cobra is tasked with killing Herg, which doesn't work. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, I'm going to be jumping into Volume 4 very soon. And Herg even goes to the agency for protection. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I will be seeing you all, you guessed it, next time. Bye for now.